What do you mean I got 6,000 views? Nobody clicked on it. What's up guys, Jason here, Aspiring Entrepreneur, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the top 5 reasons maybe Facebook advertising kind of blows. So in this video we're going to be super negative. I'm just going to rag on Facebook advertising. We already did a video that's all positive. This is negative, so what are we doing? We're balancing it out. So reason number 5 is not really directly related to advertising, but it's the death of organic reach. And this is essentially part of the issue with the platform as a whole, is just forcing you into being an advertiser if you don't really want to. I mean, if you don't want to be salesy, you don't want to be pushy, too bad. Facebook wants you to. So here's the issue. When you have a business page, long story short, your posts are automatically limited in their reach. That means if you have 2,000 people following your page, only 100 or so are actually going to see it. And this is, of course, all part of Facebook's relevancy algorithm, showing people what they actually want to see in their feeds. That makes sense. However, on the flip side, there's also a lot of evidence that shows that Facebook actually intentionally limits the reach of business page posts, and that's where you get the boost post feature that you sometimes see when you're posting to Facebook, which from personal experience is just a giant waste of money. It's one of their greatest sources of revenue, which should be a red flag to you and I as advertisers, saying, okay, they make a bunch of money on it, so probably not the best solution for growing our businesses. And so we'll get into a better way to do that in another video. Reason number 4 is automated bidding. So if you hate cash, if you just have way too much money on your hands, you just don't know what to do with it, and you would love to donate it to a large tech conglomerate, then automatic bidding is for you. You're in luck here, because automatic bidding, essentially what it does is it says, hey Facebook, I want people to watch my video or click on this ad, and you know what, just charge me whatever you think is the best price. Now, obviously, there's an inherent conflict of interest, and I actually deal with this over on Google's advertising platform AdWords as well with clients, where they offer a similar service. They call it optimized bids over there, but essentially, automatic bidding is you're giving carte blanche to Facebook to say, hey, I don't know how much I should spend for ads, so why don't you just decide? And 9.9 times out of 10, you're going to wind up paying more per click, per view, per engagement, whatever your metric is, when you tell Facebook, you can charge me whatever you want. And so it's one of those things where it's a default setting. They say it's recommended. They say it's going to get you better results. But myself and clients have not found that to be the case at all. Number 3, this deals with vanity metrics. I'll get more into that in number 1. But the video views thing, we all have seen the statistics on how massive, video engagement is on Facebook, how many views videos are getting on Facebook versus YouTube. Now here's the problem. When you advertise on YouTube, 30 seconds is what you pay for. That's a video view. So when you pay your 10 or 15 or 5 cents on YouTube, someone's watched your video at least 30 seconds. On Facebook, that's not the case. Their count, 3 seconds. 3 seconds is counted as a view, which means when you go and promote your video or you're doing a video ad and you're paying per view, you pay per 3 seconds, which is, we all know, videos automatically play. So someone who's scrolling, they might be reading the post above it, and because the video auto-played, it played for 3 seconds, which is really easy on a mobile device. Bam, you paid for it. And so personally, this is just something that I think is utterly ridiculous when it comes to advertising. The video auto-plays, it's 3 seconds, and then you get charged. I just know that there's a better way, and I think YouTube and Google, the way they do it with 30 seconds, I mean, even if Facebook took it to 5 or 10 seconds, I'd be a lot happier. Reason number 2 deals with the dirtier side, the not so nice side of Facebook, and that is getting banned and suspended. Now, Facebook has a ton of pages on their advertising policies. So don't get me wrong, they're very clear when it comes to what they don't want. However, they're not going to be clear when it comes time when your ad or your account becomes suspended. I've had this happen in multiple niches, in multiple accounts, and every time Facebook just sends you to their giant list of advertising policies, and it's up to you to figure out which one you may or may not have broken. And this is a big warning to all of you. just because you see some other advertiser doing it doesn't mean you're going to get away with it. I think that's the biggest thing that I and myself and my clients and students have learned is just because you see an ad with a certain text copy or a certain image doesn't mean you're going to be able to do that the same, because nobody can figure out this Facebook algorithm or the bots that are going through and saying this ad's okay, this ad's not okay. But just something to be really aware of. And it's kind of like walking on eggshells, because you never know when the Facebook hammer is just going to come down and go destroy your ad or blow up your entire account and then just not let you do anything, which is really, I just think, criminal, because Facebook wants so much control over its traffic and what you do inside of Facebook. Great, you pay to play, that's fine. But when Facebook comes in, smashes an account, you not only lose the ads and you have to go set up another one, you lose all your remarketing lists. Right? You lose all of that data, and now guess what? Facebook goes, yeah, you get to pay me again to learn all that stuff, because you know that I'm not going to let you take all your remarketing lists from those other ad accounts and put them into this new one because I didn't like the ad that you had, and I'm still not telling you what was wrong with the ad. And by the way, it was your first time ever doing something wrong, but you know what? We went back and looked at your other ads, and they were all actually bad. So even though we never told you, since day one, you've been violating our policies. You're a terrible person, so X-nay on your entire account. Now, does that sound a little silly? Yeah, but you know what? It happens. It happens a lot more than you think. Tis tis, Facebook. And speaking of tis tis, reason number one, Facebook advertising is just absurd, comes down to the numbers. And there's no easy way or nice way to say this, but Facebook's lying to you. It's lying. I just cannot believe the number of accounts and campaigns I've run where Facebook says, you got 100 clicks, you got 1,000 clicks, and I go to Google Analytics, they say I got 300 or 400. I look at my tracking link, it says I got 300 or 400, and then I go look at the landing page software. It says I got 100 or 200, and that's because most landing page softwares go on IP addresses, so repeat visits are canceled out or whatever. So needless to say, you'll have Facebook will always tell you the most amount of clicks, views, conversions, and none of the other numbers are going to add up. None of them are. And I have yet to find anyone or any source that can explain to me why on earth they think it's okay to tell you that you got 1,000 clicks when really you only got 50. And that's not an exaggeration. I've seen campaigns where Google Analytics and the tracking link and the landing page software says you got 50 or 30 people, and Facebook's telling me there were 1,000 link clicks. And that's link clicks. That's not, oh, okay, well, Jason, they clicked to your, they clicked to your fan page or something. No. Those are link clicks. And so that's a big issue, big red flag. So if you're doing Facebook advertising, pretty much cut all your clicks in half and then double your cost per click. And that's actually what you're most likely paying. Whew, so that was pretty negative. Again, this was video number 2 in a little 2-part series. We did all the positive, now we're doing the negative. So I want to hear from you guys in the comments below if Facebook advertising works for you. And if you're not doing Facebook advertising, why haven't you tried it out? And be sure to like and subscribe, because over on my channel, I'm going from A to Z and everything in between to put together an online business from scratch and documenting the creation of a complete webinar sales funnel. So I hope you join me on that journey. And we've got a lot of great aspiring entrepreneurs and freelancers and passion creative thinkers over there. And we're all working together to build the businesses we love. So until the next video, keep building the business you love. Take care.